We welcome you live to Simulation Football League action, San Diego, California, the site of today's game between the Arizona Scorpions and the San Diego Mavericks. I'm Andy Hamilton. Joining me in the booth is Ryan Caudill. Ryan, some unpredictability in this game. I look forward to it. How about you?
Yeah, me too. Optimus Klein throwing some curveballs at Arizona today. Should be a good one. San Diego gonna try to do everything they can to pick up that first win of the season here against an Arizona team that's lost their last two games.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the timing might not be better for the Mavericks. 2 losses in a row for Arizona. San Diego 0-4, looking for their first win. They were close last week, losing only by 8 to the Gladiators on the road. Now they return home to take on the Scorpions, who sit at 2-2. Both of these teams very interested in getting a pass game going. San Diego, the 8th best in the league. Arizona, the 9th best pass offense in the league. However, San Diego, a better pass defense. They are 6th best in the SFL through the air. They will try and slow down Ashley Jackson and company. And on the San Diego side of the ball, Javier Vasquez will try and get the air attack going for the Mavericks. Ryan, who do you think has the edge today, and what would the other team have to do to shock them?
Well, I think San Diego, they have a great receiving core, but Arizona, they've proven time and time again that Donnie Hands and James Hands can get it done through the air. So the Mavericks are going to have to get to the passer, get to Ashley Jackson, and make her throw the ball a little early to get that pressure on her.
Tom Rahman and Rochelle Colston are running the stats truck for us. Cameron Irvine behind the scenes producing. Arizona will kick, and we are underway from San Diego. Return here coming out across the 20-yard line, angled back to the 25, and all the way out to the 30 is where the Mavericks will start. And Ryan, we will get the first look at this offense wearing white helmets, gray shirts, and gray pants.
Yeah, San Diego, they're going to have to come out of the gate here swinging against Arizona. They haven't been able to get the full job done at home, but they've looked better at home this season.
And they will start with great field position here at their own 30 against a nickel look out of Arizona. First play is a throw out of the backfield there. Jalen Wells puts down one and has 9 yards to start the game.
Yeah, and a quick explosive play there from Jalen Wells. Nice little one-handed catch to add that little cherry on top. Nearly getting that first down, but setting that tempo through the run game and the pass game.
Makes it second and very short, just a mere 3 feet between the line of scrimmage and the first down marker. Wells is the back. Hoagland sits in front of him. They'll give Wells off the right side with room, and Wells cut down by Eddie Gage. One man to beat, but Gage is a tough one. It's 27-on-27 crime.
Yeah, Eddie Gage, one of the premier backs in the league on defense. Very hard safety to bring down or get past, and Wells could have gone to all the way if they got past Eddie Gage.
Now a 4-3 look out of Arizona. Vasquez sees this and is going to adjust the play from the line. Single safety high, and he will throw. This time a dump out to Wells. Wells had to adjust, and he gets buried in the backfield. Coming up was Alex Constantine, first one on the spot. That's a big boy to run you down.
Yeah, they just ran that play on the other side, and this time the Arizona defensive line sniffs it out. They get Jalen Wells well in the backfield. That's going to go for a loss of 6.
All 310 pounds of Alex Constantine bearing down on Wells makes it 2nd and 16. Can't even see the first down marker on the left side of your screen. Vasquez, 5-step drop, fires on the out route there, caught, and they managed to get back what they lost, which brings up a more manageable 3rd and 10 catch made by Hammer.
Yeah, and when you're going up against Arizona, you got to be careful on 3rd down. This defense is one of the best 3rd down defenses in the league. Only 45% of offenses complete those 3rd downs, get those first downs. So this is where Arizona really shines as the defense.
4 wide and a quads look here for Vasquez. Very short drop, quick throw caught, and that is first down yardage. Very clean play from San Diego to move the chains. Connor Weston, the recipient.
Weston in the perfect spot right at the line to gain, gets hit right there. Didn't need to do any more, but Arizona, they're going to challenge it. They're going to say that he didn't get over that line to gain.
Eddie Gage throwing the red challenge flag. Could have thrown his red polo shirt there. We'll get another look at that here in a second, but we'll also get a look at this replay. It was really close. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
That was a bang-bang play. I think he definitely gets across the line, but the defender hitting him in the back, maybe that ball didn't get across. I think right there, that camera angle we just saw could have given it to him, but there may be a little bit of moving backwards. We'll see if they give the forward progress or not. This will be very, very close.
Ref 62 shakes his magic 8 ball, and he's going to rule in favor of Arizona. That second look did have the ball a little bit behind the line to gain, and now it's San Diego's turn to decide if they want to shake their magic 8 ball and go for it on 4th down. They have the offense still out on the field. The question just becomes, are they trying to draw Arizona into jumping offsides, or are they going to snap the ball? 3 in the backfield. Wells is the deep back. Hoagland in front of him. They will snap it. Give Wells easy first down for the Mavericks, and Eddie Gage burns a challenge for naught.
Yeah, it was a successful challenge, but San Diego willing to take that risk here early on in the game. They figure, you know, you're at the 50-yard line, you give this ball over. It's not the best field position for Arizona, not the worst. They take the risk, and it pays off for them.
They will spread 3 wide here from Arizona's 45. Shot across the middle is caught. That is a 5-yard pickup there to the 40-yard line. Let's run you through this Mavericks offense, which is moving down the field. Javier Vasquez is the quarterback, 3rd season in the SFL. Jalen Wells, the converted fullback to halfback, is the deep back. Nick Hoagland is in front of him. Ryan Owens, Liam Hammer, Connor Weston are the receiving threats, along with Optimus Klein, the tight end. And Finley James is the center that directs this offensive line, who came over from Tulsa, first season with San Diego. Shotgun look for Vasquez. A little bit of a low snap. He fires outside, caught, and they finally tag him down after picking up the first down for San Diego. It's a nice play.
And San Diego, they've thrown a bit of a curveball into their game plan this week with Optimus Klein at the offensive coordinator position. And they have looked really good in this first drive. They're moving the ball very well, getting these first downs, and they're marching down the field towards the end zone.
Their snap out of the gun, firing short here to the near side, caught, and that is good for another 8 yards to Liam Hammer. He's made a couple grabs today already on this first drive.
Yeah, the passing game has been lighting up so far. Javier Vasquez, 8 for 8 so far, no incompletions, and only about 40 yards on this drive. They're moving very well, very efficiently, and not a lot of mistakes so far.
Arizona having trouble here early with this San Diego offensive unit, which has got a little revamp this week. Give up the middle to Wells. Wells not going to get to the first down marker. 3rd and inches. Eddie Gage coming up to supply another hit.
Arizona holding there on 2nd down. Now you have this 3rd and inches. And we'll see if San Diego opts to go for the run again here. Last time they had that 4th and inches, they went with this same package when they did a run up the middle.
They will go offside, tackle to the left, and it's broken up and destroyed. On the outside there to make the play was Moore, and that is going to end the drive.
And Sean Moore, he saw exactly what just happened on 4th down. Sees Jalen Wells going for about the exact same thing, jumps the guard, gets into the backfield, and slams down Jalen Wells right where he stands. Arizona, they hold on 3rd down. They're going to force San Diego to kick a field goal here.
Sean Moore came over from Queen City, his first season here in Arizona. One of only 2 new players. Kick up and on the way from Cliff Allen, kick up and on the way from Kevin DuPont for San Diego, and that is good. It's 3-0 Mavericks on top, although you would have thought, Ryan, with that drive, they would have liked to put a touchdown on the board.
Oh, definitely. They were moving very effectively down the field, getting first downs like they needed to. Arizona comes up with a very good stop, but when you have a 3rd and inches and you're not able to convert that, that hurts just a little bit. They still get points on the board, so still it's a positive possession for San Diego.
12 plays, 41 yards, ends in a field goal, and San Diego out on top. Now Arizona's turn to take over with possession. They will have nice field position as well, out to the 29, and that is where we'll get the first look at Ashley Jackson and this offense. High-powered, Ryan, who is their biggest threat, would you say?
I mean, it's a toss-up between Donnie Hands and James Hands. I mean, for their whole career while they've been with Arizona, they've both been huge threats. James Hands has been sort of the more consistent, the reception getter, getting solid yards. Last week he had over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Could say that Hands runs in the family. Jackson under pressure is able to unload. Beautiful throw there underneath is going to be complete to Reggie Rose. She took a lick.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson so good under pressure. Last week threw a touchdown while she was rolling out from pressure. This time she's able to get it done. Pressure coming right in her face. Gets the ball away, still gets a gain. And that just is what you get when you have a veteran quarterback under center.
She started her career in Tulsa, came over to Arizona, and has been here ever since. 3 wide for Jackson. She fires far side, caught. First down yardage there. That's James Hands saying hello to you. His 4th season with the team.
And like you said at the top of this game, both of these teams relying on that passing game. Ashley Jackson is going to have to throw with Javier Vasquez and try to beat him through the air, and she's doing just that on these first 2 plays, finding 2 straight receptions, getting solid yardage, and just keeping those chains moving.
25th reception of the season for James Hands. His brother Donnie has 30, 12 for Punk, and 9 for Will Todd. The other tight end will run through the whole offense momentarily. Jackson, deep corner, shot, 50-50 ball is incomplete. Was trying to get it in there to Donnie, and the defense was perfect.
Yeah, that was fantastic coverage on a tough ball to defend and an even tougher defender.
Ashley Jackson leads this offense along with DJ Moses, the halfback. Donnie and James Hands are the receivers, along with TJ Punk. Will Todd, the tight end, comes over from Arizona, and Sean Crooked and EJ DeQ are the bookend tackles for this Scorpions offense. Tight end flex give here to Moses, and he is wrapped up and dropped. San Diego looked ready for the run. That was the first one today, and they buried it.
Yeah, Arizona, they run the ball a lot with DJ Moses. As much praise as Ashley Jackson gets as a quarterback, she's fantastic, but they do like to run the ball a lot with DJ Moses. This season has the 10th most carries in the league.
Now they'll spread 5 wide out of the gun. Moses not on the field here on 3rd and long. Jackson stands the pocket, floats backside corner route, incomplete, out of bounds is the receiver. Donnie Hands could not keep the feet in bounds. He was so focused on getting those hands around the ball.
Yeah, and another big throw from Ashley Jackson, able to step up, try to make that big play. It doesn't quite complete. Led her receiver just a little bit too far out of bounds, not quite able to haul it in, but big risk there for Arizona on 3rd down, going for a big play, and it just doesn't work out.
A very confident throw. It was the right throw, and it actually found the receiver just a little bit too far. San Diego cannot block that one, so they will try and get a return here. It's a short return, and it's out to the 28-yard line, and that's where their offense will take back over. Ryan, a good opening drive for them resulted in 3, in case you're just tuning in, and now they'll try and put more points on the board.
Yeah, they started out from just about the same spot. Last time had the 30-yard line, I believe, now from the 28. And they just need to do the same thing this time, maybe convert that 3rd and inches. It's a whole different drive, and they can get a touchdown on the board, but that's what they're going for here.
3 wide, and Arizona wants to play bump. Here is the give right up the middle. Jalen Wells through 1. Wells with a stiff arm, and he picks up 9.
Yeah, and the run game has looked so good so far. I mean, Jalen Wells is able to get these big holes where they just explode through to the line to gain. There have been a couple where the defensive line has gotten through, but we see these swing passes they give to Jalen Wells right up the middle. Wells can do it all.
Bump again from Arizona. That's the 2nd time we've seen it on this drive. Single back, and they give again to Wells. He has the 1st down. It seems like when Arizona goes man-to-man on the outside there, Ryan, San Diego wants to run.
Yeah, they see the matchups. They go for the run. That could be a good spot to expose some corners if you have a matchup that you think you are favored in. Now it's going a bit of a zone read here.
Yeah, 4-3 look here out of Arizona. They will go split pro with Vasquez in the gun. Draws him off sides, could take a shot. He goes short instead, and it will go for a couple. They will most likely accept the penalty.
Yeah, the smart play there, take the penalty, and then you get the 1st and 5 rather than about a 2nd and 6. So there's no reason really not to accept this penalty here.
They will call it on DD Sachs, and let's run through the rest of this Arizona defense for you. Sachs combines with Mark Mello as the ends for this defensive line. Alex Constantine and Max Knight are the defensive tackles. Joey Tropicana and Sean Moore, the linebackers. And the cornerbacks are Iverson Gamble, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison. What a group there. Along with Bernard Smith and Eddie Gage at the safety positions. 4-3 look here again for Arizona. 2 in the backfield. Vasquez, short drop, under pressure. Sidearm throw, throws it away smartly. What a play there from Vasquez.
Yeah, honestly, some worst quarterbacks in the league might take that sack, but Vasquez is able to roll out, senses the pressure coming. I mean, Arizona sent 6 on the blitz there, able to just roll out and throw that ball out of bounds. You don't want to force anything too much. That's how interceptions happen. That's where games can get out of hand. So a great play there by Vasquez.
Vasquez, 10 of 11. That his only completion, and it might have been his smartest play of the day. Pressure coming again. Vasquez, sidearm throw, caught across the middle on the crossing route to the 41-yard line. Optimus Klein, his first grab.
San Diego's offense looks like a whole new team here today. I mean, they are running very well. Vasquez is throwing so confidently, finding these receivers, finding these first downs, and keeping this ball moving. So often we've seen with San Diego, their drives are just stalling out on offense. They need to punt, and that's really what's losing them games. If they can keep this ball moving, keep this clock running, they can really find themselves in a great position in this game.
You can check that. It was Optimus Klein's second grab. Now they'll throw again outside to Wells. Wells through one, stays in bounds, tiptoeing the sideline. At the boundary. He's in for 6 for the Mavericks. One of the best plays of the season. You can book it.
I mean, that was amazing. That looked like the pick 6 we saw just the game before this. Jalen Wells going up the sideline. I thought for sure they were going to step out of bounds, but they stay on the clothesline. They stay past the defenders, and amazing blocking at that second level from the offense. They're able to set up that lane for Jalen Wells, the tiny lane right up the sideline. Fantastic run by Jalen Wells, and San Diego's offense is looking on fire here today at home.
The whole offensive line down the field blocking. You had receivers, Liam Hammer downfield laying blocks. The Mavericks spare no expense in getting Jalen Wells into the end zone, and they try and add the extra point here, and they do. Now 10-0, the lead over Arizona. What a play.
I got goosebumps just from the blocking from those offensive linemen. They got up there, they found their assignments perfectly. I mean, there is no better run than that San Diego could get on that play. That was just picture perfect. San Diego looks so good right now.
That is a 41-yard pass play, a 6-play, 72-yard drive to put San Diego out in front of Arizona. They have a hill to climb, and they will start at the 30.
And San Diego doing that drive in half the plays they did the last time. This time, finding the end zone. Last time, they had about half the yards and half the plays, and they only got the field goal. So now they're getting even more efficient. Maybe next time we'll see them go 3 plays and 140 yards.
Ashley Jackson leads the offense back out. 3 of 5 today, 60% on their opening drive. Play action here for Jackson. Dumps, and that is a leaping grab for 2 yards.
The most athletic 2 yards you'll ever see in the SFL. I mean, going way up for that ball. Ashley Jackson had the pressure coming in her face, able to find the receiver up in the air there. And even though it didn't go for much, at least it wasn't a loss.
That's Nick Rockford, the fullback. I'm surprised a fullback has hops like that. So credit to him for hitting the gym. Jackson to throw again on 2nd and 8, out to DJ Moses. Moses tries to replicate the sideline moves, jukes back inside and out to the 40. He says, hey, I got some moves on the boundary myself.
Yeah, a couple of spin cycles there, making some men miss, shoving some defenders off. Didn't quite get the result, but still looked great doing it. I mean, that spin move to get that first down, the second one, is world class here. Getting that first down for Arizona, that's huge. I mean, if they could just keep this ball moving, go through every single facet of their offense, they go through the running back, they go through that passing game, and they go through the deep balls with Ashley.
DJ Moses is a threat the same way that Wells is. Give up the middle, and Moses picks up 4.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball a little bit as well. I mean, this offense, they are very balanced. They throw about the same amount as they run the ball. So Jalen Wells is going to get these solid carries, get these chip yards, just the 4 yards on that first down there.
That'll set him up. 2nd and 6 here. 15 seconds to go in the first. Ashley Jackson has control, and she will take the snap and throws across the middle for first down yardage to the 47, and that will take us into the second quarter of play. 10-0. San Diego has pushed the lead, and Arizona is trying to answer back. To the second we go, Ryan. It has been a San Diego-led ball game. Now Arizona has the opportunity to get back into it here. They set up with a new set of downs on the Mavericks side of the field. They'll go 3 receivers bottom of the screen. Single back is Moses. They will dump underneath here, and that is caught out to the 40-yard line to TJ Punk.
TJ Punk last week opened the game against Denver with a kickoff return for a touchdown. Went all the way, one of the more impressive kickoff returns that we've seen. And here today, getting a couple receptions, maybe looking to do the same thing as well.
They do need points. They are at a premium, and against a tough San Diego defense, we'll see what they can garner. Here is Jackson on a 4-step drop, fires across the middle, tipped up and nearly picked off. A very, very dangerous throw that hit the hand of a defender, and Devin King is thinking to himself, maybe I should have gone for 2 hands instead of just 1.
Yeah, take some notes from Arizona. They got 2 hands on their offense, and he just couldn't get his 2 hands around the ball there. Should have been an interception, but Ashley Jackson, just taking a deep breath, able to get away with one there.
2 receivers, top of the screen against a 4-3. Jackson to throw again, fires across the middle. That is incomplete. Hit supplied there on the defensive side, knocked it loose out of the Hands' hands.
Lots of hands in this game so far, and Donnie Hands getting a great catch there, or James Hands rather, up the middle, just moving the ball. That's all they need to do.
That's a nice shot of the first overall pick. Didn't really affect the play much, but it was a good shot of him. The first pick in the first round, second time San Diego has picked a first overall player. Arizona, though, will elect to punt instead of letting Cliff Allen try the long field goal attempt, and San Diego's defense comes out with another stop. Kick away here from Clouds, and he is going to get it to die right at the goal line. Yes, right at the 1. A beautiful special teams play for the Scorpions.
Wow. I mean, that was perfect. That was a perfect punt there from Arizona. That's what they needed to do here on special teams. They decided not to opt for the long field goal. That's a bit too much of a risk here. And now San Diego quite literally in the shadow of their own end zone.
Yeah, quite literally buried there in shadow. 2 in the backfield. Wells stands behind the fullback. They give to him, and he's buried! A safety for the Scorpions! A huge play there coming off the edge by Iverson Gamble.
And who needs 3 points when you could get 2 points? A perfect punt leads exactly to what you need here. That's what the field position does. That's what your defense can do. They're able to step up, get a safety of all things. It's so rare that we do get to see a safety, and the special teams comes out to play. Arizona going to get that ball back, and this game has just flipped on its head.
Gamble makes the play that could turn the tide here as Arizona gets the ball back. Ryan, just about 20 yards back from where they just punted from.
I think that's a positive gain there. That is stonks right there. They're able to get 2 points out of it and get the ball right back with a chance to make this a tie ball game. Before it was two scores. Now you get another chance here. Touchdown, 2-point conversion. You're back in this easy.
2 points cuts it to an 8-point lead, which is just one score and a 2-point conversion. Jackson flips out to Moses. He's buried in the backfield. Loss of 2 there. Pete Mitchell coming out to make the play on the edge.
Arizona loves to run that screen out to the running back. And San Diego, they've done their homework. They've researched this Arizona team. They're able to find the stop there in the backfield.
4 receivers wide, gun quads left, look for Ashley Jackson. 3-2 look here out of the San Diego defense. They have defensive backs littered all over the field. Play action here, late blitz coming, just a check down there. And let's run through this San Diego defense before we get too deep in this game. Joe Duncan and Denzel Maverick are the defensive ends. Mufasa Kamau and KT Slayer are the defensive tackles. Leon Thunderman, Stephon Forge, Pete Mitchell, and Devin King, 4 linebackers for the Mavericks. Ron Hoff, Kai Cash are the cornerbacks. Rain Lenurl III and Zach Holdorf the safeties. Jackson, deep shot, and it's caught. Pulled in down to the 37 there. Huge play and a huge catch from Donnie Hands to extend the drive.
And that is the Ashley Jackson factor for you on offense here. Never afraid to go for these big plays when you have such reliable receivers in Donnie Hands and James Hands. You know that you can give him this ball. It looks 50-50, but it's really like 80-20 when you have a great receiver, when you have a perfect throw from Ashley Jackson. And that is how this Arizona offense is going to keep moving. That's how they're going to win this game.
Kai Cash got up there with his outside hand, got to lead with the inside hand as a defensive back. That might have just been the difference between a deflection and the pick. Here is a throw underneath. That is caught. That is first down yardage as well for Arizona as they move the chains by way this time of Will Todd.
Throw it to the tight end, get the job done, get the first down. That one looked really close to not being a first down. They give him the call. They get the first down.
Signal back to the right, 3-3 look here. They play action. Jackson under pressure avoids one. Jackson fires far side, caught, turning back inside. Nice play for 8 there from TJ Punk. It was nearly every type of move.
I mean, TJ Punk and Ashley Jackson coming up huge on that play, shaking off a defender. Ashley Jackson steps back up in the pocket, the poise, the presence, finds TJ Punk, and he's nearly able to make a move and get that first down as well.
Ashley Jackson salsas in her free time, apparently on the field. Here's a give. Moses spins once, tries to fight through a tackle and will not. Down to the 5, first and goal, Scorpions.
And the safety really turned the tides of this game. You can tell that after that, this Arizona team has gotten that life breathed back into them. They look so good here on offense. They're keeping this ball moving. They look decisive. They go with this run. DJ Moses looks fantastic out there, making a man miss, nearly going all the way to the end zone.
Staring down the goal line, just 5 yards away. Jackson floats back corner. That would have been something. A diving attempt there. She tried to lead James Hands just a bit too far.
Yeah, and actually a really good throw there from Ashley Jackson. James Hands just not quite quick enough. Probably didn't pick it up in the air. If he did, that could have been a touchdown. But that really was a great throw. There was no defenders in the area. James Hands, if he goes to that ball, he was led almost perfectly, just a little bit too far.
Single back offset to the right, goal line look here out of the Mavericks. Arizona will give DJ Moses, and there is a crunching tackle from San Diego. Nearly all the Mavericks were there. It was the first rounder, Thunderman, leading the way.
And this is what having all those linebackers on your team does to that run defense. I mean, you're able to step up, close those gaps, stack that box, and here again, you got 5 defenders in the box.
3rd and goal from the 4. Jackson gives Moses, not going to get there. San Diego stands up right at the goal line and will force Arizona to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they stack the box and it works out for them. 2 straight runs there for Arizona after the first incompletion, and it just does not work out for them. They could only get 1 yard, and they're going to be forced to kick a field goal here, cut this deficit to 5 if they make it, which is a weird number. You never hear that on a football broadcast.
Someone in the chat will let us know if we are around scoregami range. This kick up and good from 20 yards. Cliff Allen adds it up and in. I think Ramos Lynn is the league's scoregami champion who kind of keeps track of those things. We'll see if he is here or not. Aerial coverage of today's home game, or excuse me, if you are new to the SFL combines traditional sports and esports in a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are executed in real time by our simulations as these real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, we put you on the field, and you then get to make the plays. 10 plays, 55 yards for Arizona, makes it 5-10 as the Scorpions fight back. The safety really gave them half of what they needed to get back with San Diego. Now the offense for the Mavericks, after a long break, are back out onto the field. Here is Vasquez, buried in the backfield. Arizona was there in a hurry. This Scorpions defense now showing some confidence. It's Max Knight.
Yeah, Max Knight getting into the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and that is so important, combined with Alex Constantine, and there is no way to get out of that. About 600 pounds of weight on top of you, you're not going anywhere.
Second and 13. San Diego saunters to the line. 3 receivers and 1 single back is Jalen Wells. Will look to throw. They throw across the middle. Oh my goodness. Eddie Gage dove out of nowhere and broke it up.
Yeah, it looked like he came flying out of a cannon. Could have been on the other side of the field. He flies across the field, nearly getting an interception. And just goes to show, you have Eddie Gage on that field, you are never safe no matter where you're throwing that ball.
Bunch formation here on 3rd and 13. Eddie Gage lurking as the deep safety. Vasquez under center will look to throw it. Takes the deep shot, tipped up, and caught! Caught! Down to the 39. Incredible spinning catch there.
I mean, what just happened? Liam Hammer, you are an animal out there. The ball gets tipped up by Everett Garrison, and he still is able to come down with it. The concentration, his eyes never leave that football. He catches it on the tip, on the sideline, and San Diego moved the ball into Arizona territory.
I got to correct you, Ryan. His eyes left the football when his back was turned to it on the spin. One of the best catches you'll see as a spinning reception there. Here is a give up the middle. Wells still moving, and he has 3.
I mean, this game has everything. You got a safety, you got a tip, you got, I mean, an upset alert potentially. I mean, what could you not want from this game? And San Diego, they're looking here. They're moving down the sideline, moving down the field. They go to the run. Will they go there again?
They will look to throw instead. Vasquez throws behind the line. Liam Hammer in trouble there. Tries to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, trying to do a little bit too much. He's got the chills. The adrenaline's still bumping from that tip catch that he just got. Goes a little bit too far backwards, and now they're in a huge deficit, San Diego is.
4 wide for the Mavericks on 3rd and 12. Single back is Wells again. Here is the throw across the middle. Caught a laser, but a big hit forces them into 4th and inches.
Yeah, big hit there late on Liam Hammer, but he's able to pick up some of those extra yards that he lost. And now you have a 4th and inches. This is decision time. San Diego, they can make this an 8-point ball game, or they can go for the 4th down, try to go for the end zone. They get a free play.
Offsides will give them the 1st down, and Wells would have had it either way And San Diego's drive is still alive, Ryan. They just don't give up.
That's the second time this game that they've gone for it on 4th and inches. They are not afraid to take risks here today, and it's paying off for them so far. They're going to move 5 yards up the field, get a little bit closer, and this drive is staying alive here.
This has been a crazy game so far. For those of you who may just be tuning in, we have seen a safety. We have seen a spinning catch. We've seen Ashley Jackson dance out of the backfield for a 5 or a 6 yard out. We've seen just about everything, and we're not even at the halftime break. Give up the middle here. Wells fights forward and picks up 3.
Yeah, fights for all those yards, gets hit at the line, but keeps those feet churning and picks up those extra 3 yards. And that's real special in a running back. Some guys, they'll get hit, they'll just go down immediately. But they keep fighting, keeping those legs moving, still gaining positive yardage.
Arizona going bump here again. San Diego usually runs against that. They do here again. And it's Wells to the outside, fights forward again, brings up 3rd and 3.
Gets a little push, and they're just moving this ball through the run. They're using Jalen Wells. And this team, typically they throw the ball a lot. They use Javier Vasquez. They're on offense a lot, and they go through the air. But now Jalen Wells in this game has been able to get it done through the ground.
Vasquez 15 of 17 through the air today, but will not take this 3rd down before the 2-minute warning. Mavericks on top by 5, trying to add to that lead here in San Diego. Andy Hamilton along with Ryan Caudill, Tom Rahman and Rochelle Colston running the stats truck for us. 2 in the backfield, I-twins formation on 3rd and 3. 4-3 look out of Arizona. Vasquez will give off the left side to Wells. Wells, 4-1, and has the first down to the 13.
Yeah, and again, Everett Garrison gets a shoulder to the chest. Last time, he just can't catch a break here. Get the tip on him. He makes a great play, but still caught by Hammer there. This time gets a shoulder to the chest and can't prevent that 4th down.
Shotgun snap here on 1st and 10, and that will be incomplete. Just barely got it off before being drilled.
Alec Constantine has been an absolute menace for the defensive line today. Always seems to be getting pressure or getting close to the quarterback, nearly hitting Javier Vasquez. That time got some contact, but Vasquez was just barely able to get that ball away and force an incompletion rather than a sack.
Minute 31 to go here. 2nd and 10 from the Arizona 13. Bump again from the Scorpions. They're going to throw against it. Vasquez dropped in the backfield. A 5-yard loss as the pressure got to him.
And who else but big Alec Constantine? He didn't get the sack last time. This time he makes sure that he gets the sack. Gets to the quarterback in a flash. That big man can move.
That will set them up 4 wide. Moves. Vasquez floats back in the end zone. Tipped away. Incomplete. Nice defensive play there. Iverson Gamble.
And real quick release there from Vasquez, trying to find his man in the end zone, and he was there in a second. But great coverage there from Gamble. Gets the tip, and this time it falls out of bounds for an incompletion.
Nice job by Gamble there on the back line. One of the better cornerbacks the league has to offer. Now, decision time for San Diego. They are in field goal range, so my guess is they will attempt one. But the Mavericks do not have a star kicker on their roster. It'll be Kevin DuPont, who is lesser known, who will try this field goal attempt. 5'10", 200 pounds. Number 12, the holder there is Wallace Emmer. Emmer puts it down, and the kick from DuPont from 35 is up and good, and it's now 13-5. San Diego adds to the lead.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. They just need to go down the field, get some points on the board, get some positive drives. That's kind of what has been a big issue for San Diego. They've not been able to capitalize on these drives. They haven't been able to get these field goals, and it's really been a big difference for them on offense here today. Now they're moving the ball, they're getting some field goals, and they have the lead here going. They could have the lead going into halftime.
Kick is away, and Arizona will have their chance now with 50 seconds to go and all 3 timeouts to see if Ashley Jackson can push the ball down the field and get them some points before the half. Ryan, it's either that or they can go to DJ Moses and take it to the break.
Yeah, they do have just the 2 options. I think they will elect to pass. I think you should go for the end zone, go for a score here. You got 50 seconds left, and if I remember right, well, they are getting that second half kickoff. So you get some points now, you get the ball back, you can take the lead here.
They give instead to Moses, and he is going to lose a yard. Visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how you can create a player and join our community, the league and the teams that play in it, and a comprehensive history of the Simulation Football League. We have over 1,500 games and thousands of players who have been on our virtual field. Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong. 2nd and 11. Ashley Jackson now to throw, fires outside, caught and out of bounds to stop the clock with 19 seconds.
Yeah, getting out of bounds, but still getting some positive yardage. I think Arizona, they could go for the score here. I think it would be a good idea, but now at this point, you only have 19 seconds. You got about 40 yards or so to go, 35 even, and it's a long way to go for that, and you just be able to get a field goal out of it.
This would be the formation to do it from. Gun tray open here for Ashley Jackson alone in the backfield. Jackson stands, sees nothing originally, now fires deep and is picked off. Pays the price there at the 46. San Diego takes over, and it's Zach Holdorf.
And that's maybe why you don't listen to the commentator here, trying to find James Hand on a big play here across the middle, but it's just picked off. The ball hawk himself, Zach Holdorf, gets the ball, gets the pick. There's 12 seconds left. They could still score on this. 3 timeouts. They could still go down, get in the field goal range, maybe get a field goal. It's a bit of a coin flip not having a star kicker, but they could definitely get some points on the board and make this a 2-score lead before halftime.
Holdorf, the 3-season veteran, first season here in San Diego, could be making a difference early. Give up the middle, Wells to midfield. It's 2nd and 6, and they're going to have to hurry to even get this snap off before the whistle is blown. They will take a timeout.
Now you're kind of in field goal range here. You have a bunch of receivers. I think it's a good idea here for San Diego. Go for the end zone. Go for the long ball. You have Optimus Klein. You have Connor Weston. Liam Hammer has shown that he is capable of making amazing plays throughout this season. He has shown that. So I think they definitely should go for a Hail Mary here. Take that risk. Why not? The interception's probably not going to get run back here.
Vasquez will stand at the 45 and will spread 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen. He has the arm. Does he have the time? Pressure coming? No. He's buried there right at the 45. Coming up was Max Knight and company to bury him there, and that will take us to the halftime break. Ryan, 13-5, San Diego out in front of the Arizona Scorpions at home. Your thoughts on the first half?
I don't think this is a scoreline that anybody expected to see ever. 13-5. Not just because it's, the Mavericks, it's that safety coming into play there. Maverick coming out with a big lead here at halftime, and they just got to get it done in the second half. Usually they are trailing, usually they are forced to play comeback, but this time they have control of this game. If they can keep that control, keep control of the ball, run the clock out, they can find their first win as a franchise. But you got 2 halves, you got to complete this game. And San Diego, they're going a lot with that passing attack like we've seen throughout this season, and Vasquez is having a fantastic game. 15 of 19, over 100 yards, has a touchdown for himself, playing very, very well. And if he can continue to play like this, San Diego can look like a very good team. This offense can rebound. And every drive this game for San Diego has resulted in points. You see the safety, that is points for the other team, but every other drive has resulted in a field goal or a touchdown. no punts so far for San Diego. So they have been running the ball, moving the ball very effectively so far today.
And they will try to continue doing so. The Mavericks looking for their first win in franchise history. You'd look at the score, Ryan, and you'd say that it's been a defensive stalemate, but it just kind of hasn't. We've seen both offenses show some firepower. It's just really been kind of a low-scoring game.
Yeah, it really has. The drives have been long. I think that's what
Yes.
we've seen. I don't think there has been a lot of, there have been a couple punts from Arizona, but these have been very long, very methodical drives where they're just doing the small things, getting a few yards here and there, keeping those chains moving. And it has been a bit of a defensive game, but these offenses have been very methodical.
Arizona and Ashley Jackson find themselves down, and they will get the ball to start the second half of play. And the kick is away, and now the return will come out across the 20-yard line, across the 25, and all the way out to the 29. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, our official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, or SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. First drive out of the halftime break for Arizona, and they'll start with a run right up the middle. Moses cut down.
Yeah, big hit there from Big 58 of Arizona, or San Diego rather. They're getting to the backfield, getting this momentum. This defense needs to step up here. They've been performing very well, forcing Arizona to punt on 2 occasions today. If they can get a big stop, that'd be huge for them.
3-4 look here out of the San Diego Mavericks. Back to the backfield. They give Moses. Nice spin. Moses will manage to pick up the yards he lost and a couple more there before being wrapped up there by Thunderman.
Arizona looking at the run here in the second half so far. 2 runs in a row. We'll see if they go with the third. I have a feeling they're going to go through the air. Ashley Jackson has that ability to step up.
86 yards today, low for the first half for Jackson. We'll see if she makes up for it. 3rd and 8, fires across the middle, tipped up. Oh, nearly picked off Devin King again.
King has been unstoppable on this drive. 2 huge stops on Moses and now stopping that pass. And there was nothing they could do against Devin King. He was determined to stop this drive right in its tracks. San Diego getting the ball back on a 3 and out from Arizona. Great stand by the defense.
Really a rags to riches story for Devin King. Was passed over his first year of draft eligibility, went back to the SFL minor leagues, was taken by San Diego the year following that, and Devin King now playing his heart out and showing that he belongs in the Simulation Football League and making an impact for the Mavericks on that drive, nearly single-handedly, as you were saying, Ryan, taking it out and getting the ball back for his offense, who is up.
Yeah, and that's how you make an impact in this league. You step up when your team needs you. I mean, he was able to single-handedly pretty much take that drive down, get the ball back for his offense, and that's what you need from a linebacker.
3 receivers split out, single back offset to the left is Jalen Wells. Instead, Vasquez will throw on the corner route, caught! Oh, in traffic, it's risen up and grabbed there out of the air, all the way down to the 45 by Ryan Owens.
I mean, Javier Vasquez is playing out of his mind. That was a perfect throw right between the defenders. I mean, Ryan Owens makes an amazing over-the-shoulder basket catch while he's up in the air. That is impressive, and Vasquez has been feeding him the ball very well today. Vasquez just looking good. This is probably the best we've seen him this season.
A new set of downs here and Scorpions territory. 2 in the backfield. They give Jalen Wells. Wells bounces outside but runs into a host of Scorpions. Dropped after a loss of 2.
Yeah, good patience there from Wells, but there was just nothing doing. Arizona's defensive line plugging up the front, and then their secondary comes in. Eddie Gage comes in for nearly a stop there as well. Good play by defense.
Two in the backfield again. Twins to the top of the screen. They give Wells up the middle. Wells through one and will make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that time Wells was able to find the seam, get a huge gain, pick up those yards that he lost on the last play, and get them in a good position here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5 is very manageable, doable for this offense, especially the way they've looked today.
San Diego trying to put more points on the board, would be about 10 yards away from attempting a field goal. Here is Vasquez in the gun with Wells to his left. Vasquez, sidearm fling. Oh, mossed him! Went right over the top and took it off his forehead. Unbelievable catch by Weston.
You said it. He mossed him perfectly there, going over the defender. I mean, and there is nothing you can really do about that. Great play by Connor Weston. Shows why he has been with this team, why he chose the Mavericks and came here, able to make a big impact, and this drive is going very well.
Give up the middle. That's a 2-yard pickup for Wells to the 20.
Yeah, Wells is able to get a few yards every now and then. Like we've said, these have been very long drives, very methodical. Wells gets a couple yards, gets some of that down that they need to go, and then Vasquez gets the job done. Vasquez finding these amazing throws.
Vasquez throws 66% for the season. That's 18th in the SFL today. 81% completion percentage so far. There's another one underneath. Down to the 5 and out of bounds at the 3. An unselfish play there by Owens.
Owens gets tripped up. The momentum, he could have carried it into the end zone. Instead opts to go out of bounds there. That would have been a very tough play, especially when you're going head-to-head with Eddie Gage for the sideline. Makes the smart play, doesn't try to do too much. That could have been a huge mistake had that play not worked out. Now they're here, 1st and goal, trusting your offense, trust in Jalen Wells. Let's see what they'll do.
San Diego knocking on the door. 4-3 look out of Arizona. They give. Wells waltzes in. Touchdown Mavericks. They extend the lead.
And this is the best football that we've seen from San Diego in the SFL. They could be coming away with their first win here today. It's a little too early to tell, but they have looked the best. I mean, their offense has been cooking so well today. Vasquez is playing out of his mind, and Jalen Wells is playing perfectly as well in that run game. I mean, this drive, they are just able, every single drive today, it seems, they've been able to go down to the field, get some points on the board, and that is yet another drive for San Diego where they have not had to punt and they get points on the board.
7 plays, 63 yards, results in a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Jalen Wells. Extra point up and good. Now a 15-point lead for the Mavericks at home, and Arizona is going to have to shake the cobwebs off on the sideline. They're not spiders, but they might need 8 legs to come back into this one, Ryan.
Yeah, they're the wrong arachnid if they want to get those webs out. And it's going to be tough for Arizona here, especially with San Diego defense playing the way they have.
Kick is away. Scorpions will get the ball back, and if anyone can bring them back, it's Ashley Jackson and this offense. And if you want to see how Ashley Jackson's career has progressed, you can visit the SFL's YouTube page at youtube.com/SimulationFL, where we have an archive of every game, every draft, every moment you may have missed since our league got its start in 2013. SFL YouTube features top 10 plays of the week, archive people behind player segments, and all the major milestones in league history. It would be a major milestone if San Diego could pull off the victory today. Ashley Jackson and this offense will try and make sure they don't, and they'll start this drive with a 3-yard out route.
Yeah, and if you look at this game, this graphic right here shows the difference between these teams. Ashley Jackson, only 89 yards today, doesn't have a touchdown, and has really looked like a different shade of Ashley Jackson that we've come to know. The Ashley Jackson that took them through the playoffs and upset Mexico City, and just an off game here.
2 in the backfield, Twins bottom of the screen. Here is Jackson on a 5-step drop, fires underneath. Beautiful throw right into the soft spot of the defense, and it's collected by Donnie Hands.
And she's proven me wrong yet again. I think I put a little bit of a reverse commentary curse on her there. Great throw up the middle, able to stay poised in the pocket. Very clean pocket, great blocking by the offensive line there, finding the reception and taking herself over 100 yards today.
Jackson's got to get this offense moving. They are high-powered. They do have the weapons to get back into it with the Hands brothers and TJ Punk and Will Todd. The question is just, can San Diego buckle the defense down? Jackson floats one over the top. Huge catch and a spin down to the 30. It's James Hands who strikes.
And the Hands brothers are just gashing San Diego on this drive so far. That's 2 plays in a row where they just go across the middle and Ashley Jackson finds them in stride. And now they're here in San Diego territory. They're knocking on the door. They need to get some points on the board. They need to find a way back into this game.
Touchdowns would be the way back into this game. The question, Ryan, is just if they can find any of them. Finding themselves down by 15, that is a 2-score differential. Toss out to the top of the screen. Might have been one hand there from Mr. Hands, and that is good for 7.
Why be James Hands when you can be James Hand, right? I mean, make the one-handed grab. Look, get a little stylish, get a little saucy there, and they're able to get some yards.
Two in the backfield, offset to the left. 4-3 look here out of San Diego. Give on the stretch play, and Moses bursts into the secondary all the way down to the San Diego 15. This is one of Arizona's best drives today.
Yeah, they look really good. They haven't had a play so far on this drive where they've not gotten a positive gain, where they've not been able to move this ball. And through the air, on the ground, they're able to get it done so far.
That'll set them up 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line with just under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Play clock has seemingly been running the whole time. Don't know if it's ever stopped. Jackson fires outside, caught. Oh, clobbered on the outside. Hands was tapping the toes, and he gets smacked.
Yeah, that's what you get for being a little too saucy, I guess, on that last throw. And he gets laid on his back on the sideline, takes an absolutely vicious hit.
Speaking of sauce, Ron Hoff slathered some barbecue sauce on that hit. Toss out to the bottom of the screen, and another solid tackle there will make it 3rd and a yard.
A close play, nearly getting the line to gain. And now here's a bit of a decision time for Arizona. You can go for this 1st down, try to go get another set of downs, or you can go for the end zone right here. Go through the air. This is what we've seen them do. Go for that corner throw, but this time they're going with a heavy set.
DJ Moses stands behind the fullback, Nick Rockford. They will give Moses off the left side stretching, and Moses has 1st down yardage to the 3. New set of downs.
And that's all they needed to do there. They just needed to get a little bit, just that extra yard, get you a fresh set of downs. Now you're at 1st and goal here, 3 yards to go, and you get a lot more play to do it.
Goal line look here out of Arizona's defense, San Diego's defense. Arizona looking to throw. They'll toss it out to Moses. Moses can't spin out of the first hit.
And a huge hit on the sideline there, just getting absolutely clobbered. And now you have a 2nd and goal, same yardage to gain. Will they stick with that passing game, or will they stick with the run game like they have been doing here in this goal line formation, or will they go through the air?
Wins bottom of the screen. The slot receiver is completely uncovered right now. They will give it instead to Moses up the gut. Moses cannot part the Red Sea. He goes down at the 1.
Very close. They opt to stick with the run. They know Moses is a tough runner. He can put his shoulder down, get to the end zone. It's just a matter of seeing it happen. This is where it would happen. 1 yard to gain. This is where your running back make their money. They got a strong set.
Single back is Moses. 3 linebackers here for San Diego. They will flip it out to Moses on the outside. Moses breaks the tackle and is in. Touchdown, Scorpions.
And that has just broken this game wide open. single-handedly breaking that tackle. It was a one-on-one for 6 points, and Moses wins the battle, takes a hit at the end from Devin King, and gets the touchdown for Arizona, and they are back in this game with the extra point. They're going to be within 1 score. Now San Diego, they're going to have to answer on offense.
And if it makes Eddie Gage feel any better, the tackle that was missed there was Kai Cash in the flat, who used to play for the Houston Hyenas, which was Eddie Gage's former team. Might have coached him at one point. Someone will have to check me on the history there. Kick is up and good, and it is now 12-20. Arizona cuts it back down to a 1-score lead with 2:45 to go in the third via an 11-play, 71-yard drive capped off by Moses.
Yeah, the extra 2 points is very hard to get, especially with how San Diego has looked on defense. But if they perform like they did on that last drive, that should be easy money for them.
Kick is away. San Diego will take the football back. Return here coming out across the 25 and down at the 27. Coverage of our 17th season on Next Level Sports is going to continue on a special date and time next Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. You won't want to miss it. Vice Wars 9 kickstarts your weekend when Las Vegas and Denver meet once more. Bonus coverage includes another rivalry as the Houston Hyenas welcome the Florida Storm to Houston for the first time in 4 seasons in the 11th overall meeting between the two, all coming to you next Friday. Flip out to Jalen Wells. Flag, though, on the play.
It looks like it may be a free play there from Jalen Wells. Not able to get more than 5 yards, so they should just accept this penalty and keep it moving.
They will accept that offsides is going to be called on Max Knight. I have a feeling, Ryan, that this Scorpions defense is going to be running sprints at practice this week. They've been offsides a couple times today.
Yeah, a couple penalties, definitely not what you want from your defense. I mean, you cannot afford to give away any place, especially in a game as important as this, as close as this game will come down to.
Just 8 points separate the two. That's a single touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 4-3 look here out of Arizona. Give to Wells. Wells with a blocker in front. Wells all the way down to the 44, rumbling as Nick Hoagland leads the way. A beautiful block from the fullback.
Yeah, fantastic run, but even better blocking. There was a ton of pressure coming from Arizona, but Hoagland is able to pick up the blocks right in front of him, open up that line, gets 2 blocks exactly. And that was a fantastic run, set up by the offensive line, set up by the fullback, and Jalen Wells able to get it done.
Able to slow down the outside linebacker, Nick Butkus, who ended up making the tackle, but gave Wells a few extra yards. Now a gun spread look here. They will take the snap. Here's the toss underneath to Wells. Wells is going to fight forward for 5 to the San Diego 48.
Keep feeding the ball to Wells, and it seemed to be getting the job done. Wells already has 2 touchdowns today, 1 through the air, 1 through the ground. Over 100 all-purpose yards as well. Wells having one of the better games that we've seen from him all season long.
And he'll need to continue to do that if he wants to help this team to their first victory in their franchise history. He got smacked in the mouth there, though. Joey Tropicana comes up and lays the hit.
Tropicana, a name we have not been saying very much today, and that is a rarity whenever you have these Scorpions. Tropicana has been a headliner of that linebacking core, of that defense. I mean, they have a very strong front 7.
4-3 look here again out of Arizona. Shotgun look here for the Mavericks. They will throw on the out route. That is caught and short of the line to gain. Beautiful tackle over there by Butkus.
That was a very, very close play. I thought it could have been at the line to gain, but that tackle came in at the perfect time. There's not a challenge going to be issued. San Diego, they've gone for it twice on 4th and inches. Will they make it 3?
They're at the Arizona 46. 4-3 look. They will snap it. It's a give, and it's going to be Arizona football. The tackle made there on the defensive side by Max Knight.
Max Knight had that penalty earlier, jumped off sides, this time making up for it, laying a huge hit on Jalen Wells, able to prevent that first down from happening, able to get the ball back for Arizona. Now we're going to approach the end of the third quarter, heading into the fourth quarter. Arizona has the ball with a chance to tie this game.
Maximizes the tackle there, and they take over at the Scorpion 46. 2 in the backfield for Jackson, looking to sling it. Fires underneath, and it's deflected.
Wow, the first round pick getting to the ball, nearly picking it off.
That is why they pay him the big bucks. Thunderman, the first overall selection with the deflection, and that will take us to the intersection of the third and fourth quarter as we head to the fourth. 11 minutes to decide who will win this one. Get your fours up in the chat. It's 20-12, San Diego on top of Arizona. Andy Hamilton and Ryan Caudill, along with Rochelle Colston and Tom Rahman on the stats. Cameron Irvine producing the game behind the scenes. San Diego playing defense, Arizona playing offense. Arizona in white, San Diego in gray. 8 points separate the two, and 11 minutes to decide who wins it. Jackson gives to Moses up the middle with a blocker. Moses fights forward. It'll be third down.
A full head of steam. Looked like he got shot out of a cannon coming out of that backfield, getting 6 yards. Looking good. And San Diego, their defense just is not performing at the level that we saw in that first quarter. They forced the 3 and out at the beginning of the half, but nothing to show for it since then.
Split twins here, bottom of the screen for Ashley Jackson. She will look to throw, fires on the out route, caught, turning upfield, has the first down yardage there to James Hands.
I've been feeding James Hands the ball quite a lot today. That is going to be the 10th target of this game so far for Hands. Ashley Jackson loves the Hands brothers as receivers, and they have been an instrumental part of this offense for a long time.
4 wide here. San Diego will play a 3-2 look. Jackson in the shotgun. It is Moses to her right. Play action for Ashley Jackson. Pumps once and buried at midfield. San Diego's Denzel Maverick rigs home and is going to shoot the jump shot over Ashley Jackson.
The Sandy Denzel Mavericks get a big sack there, and Ashley Jackson takes a huge hit right to the stomach.
3 receivers wide, 2 in the backfield, 2nd and 17. Fires underneath. Oh, a lot of contact underneath. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like it was within that first 5 yards. There was quite a bit of contact. Receiver ran into King. King hit him back and forces the incompletion there. Hands just not quite able to come down with it.
3rd and 17 from the midfield stripe. Arizona was on the edge of field goal range, now well outside of it. Jackson going to have to do something miraculous here to keep this drive alive. 3rd and 17. Jackson going to take a deep shot on the corner route, tipped up and incomplete on the boundary, and Arizona will have to punt. Kai Cash, who missed a tackle on the touchdown earlier, makes the deflection.
Kai Cash missed a tackle earlier, but makes a drive-saving play there. That saved a touchdown there. I mean, Donnie Hands had nothing but open space in front of him. It was a very well-placed ball, but Kai Cash gets his hands up, gets the high point ball, and the deflection. San Diego going to get that ball back.
This is a punt. Now, I will remind fans that a punt is how Arizona scored their first points of the game on a safety. This one from Clouds doesn't get as far, only to the 17, but, Ryan, it's not like them punting the ball hasn't resulted in positivity before.
That's exactly right. They had that fantastic pin. I don't think I've ever seen a better punt than what we saw earlier in this game. This time, they didn't quite have the field position to their advantage.
They will set up here. 1st and 10 at their own 17. Bump man out of Arizona. Play action here. Hit as he threw, and it falls incomplete. Nice job by Arizona, of bringing pressure on Vasquez.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous throw for Vasquez. Could have ruined the day that he's having. No interception so far, and that one just flew up in the air near a bunch of defenders, but no one could quite get there, and it just falls to the turf.
San Diego trying to string a good drive together. Their last one resulted in a 4th down turnover. They will pick up 5 on that play from Wells, and they're going to need 5 more to move the chains.
And so far on 3rd down, Arizona has been very good at stopping San Diego. San Diego only converting 2 of 7 of their 3rd down attempts. San Diego and Arizona this season has blocked about 45% of those 1st down gains.
They've thrown 24 times, ran it 17. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down. They will throw, toss across the middle is caught. 1st down yardage there across the middle. It is the veteran, Optimus Klein.
They convert the 1st down, and Optimus Klein just throw the ball to the tight end and get the job done. And they're able to get just a little bit further. They still have quite a ways to go.
Bunch formation here. Arizona playing some bump man. Here's the give up the middle, and Max Knight makes the play there. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
And how about the defensive line from Arizona? I mean, really in the second half, they have stepped up in a huge way. I mean, we've seen Alec Constantine getting to the quarterback. Max Knight has been putting a ton of pressure on these runners. These defensive tackles are so huge and so hard to stop.
Definitely difficult. San Diego will have to bear the brunt of the load here. 2nd and 11. Here is a passing play. Vasquez, sidearm across the middle, extends and makes the catch there to the 44. And this just could be the drive that San Diego talks about for seasons and seasons to come.
Yeah, looking for their first win, and it could be happening right before our eyes here, Andy. Their offense has looked so good. I mean, Javier Vasquez has been playing out of his mind today, finding these impressive throws when he's under pressure, finding the window and getting the conversion.
Vasquez floats across the middle, in and out of the hands of the receiver. Vasquez might have been a little too confident there as he floated into traffic.
Yeah, tried to lead Liam Hammer a little bit too far, just a little bit too much arm under that throw. Vasquez, though he has looked good, he has had a couple overthrows. And that just happens when you're throwing the ball a lot.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 44, back to the power set, and a 4-3 look here out of Arizona. They show blitz up the middle. They're going to dump it outside here. Wells will get brought down at the 49. It'll be 3rd and 3.
And San Diego has been doing a really good job of going to Wells through the backfield. He's been running the ball a lot, but also been catching these out routes a lot. And that really forces Arizona to play a lot of the field here against Wells.
3rd down. Here is Vasquez, who floats across the top. Wide open receiver. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Mavericks. They strike over the top. A high-flying touchdown pass is going to extend the lead, and it's Liam Hammer, who may have just put the nail in the coffin.
Hammer has been having a fantastic game today. Got that huge catch on the tip, and this time gets a perfect pass from Vasquez and is off to the foot races. Outruns the fast Eddie Gage and Everett Garrison, and that is no easy feat. He's able to find his way to the end zone. San Diego up with a 2-score lead here with only 6-7 minutes to go. This could be the game for San Diego. This could be their first win of this franchise.
8 plays, 83 yards, capped off by a 49-yard touchdown pass from Javier Vasquez to Liam Hammer. Extra point up and good. Now 27-12. And Arizona is going to have to get on their high horse. Still just a 2-score lead.
Yeah, this is the time for Arizona's offense to kick it into high gear. Ashley Jackson needs to be completing these throws. Just stay poised and stay collected, and you need to get a touchdown on this drive.
No receiver for Arizona over 50 yards today. Not something you often see out of the Scorpions, who like to toss the ball across the yard. 1st and 10, they'll start at the 28-yard line. Their leading receiver today, Ryan, James Hands, 6 catches for 49 yards.
Yeah, uncharacteristically quiet game of the passing game today. I mean, especially from the Hands brothers. Both of these guys tend to get they have these games where they both get over 100 yards, and they're staying at the same pace right now of each other, and they only have about 50 yards each.
They will start with a run to Moses, and he gets bottled up, not going to get anything.
And San Diego's defense has just looked unstoppable today. This time, Devin King, yet again, they're making a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. King has just been there for every play. Every time DJ Moses is trying to run this ball, King has been swallowing him up whole.
3 receivers wide here on 2nd and 10 from the Arizona 28-yard line. A little over 6 minutes for Jackson, who floats, and she makes the throw! And the catch is made by Donnie Hands on a layout attempt.
And what a throw from Ashley Jackson. That's the statement that she needs to make on this drive. You need to make more throws like that, and that was an absolute dime. Perfectly placed, perfectly caught by Donnie Hands, and they're able to keep the ball moving.
New set of downs here at the San Diego 48. Clock still rolling here, over 5.5 to go. Throw underneath is caught and tackled inbounds. 8-yard pickup there for James Hands.
And the clock is still moving, which could be key for Arizona. These receivers need to be stepping out of bounds when they can, when they get that opportunity, because these minutes are very precious. And you know that San Diego is capable of running this clock down, running these very long drives, so you have to be very careful here.
2 in the backfield here. Jackson going to give to Moses off the right side. DJ Moses a spin. Moses into the secondary and cut down at the 29. Look for a minute like he had the chance to take it the distance, but Ray Lenerl Jr. or the third, cleans it up.
Yeah, San Diego sent a lot to the pocket. They had a stacked box, but he's able to bounce it to the outside. Moses nearly able to take it all the way, if not for the tackle.
Split backs here, 3 receivers wide. Here is the give up the middle, and Moses has open running room again. First down and more to the 17.
They can do it through the pass game. They can do it through the run game. They need to find the end zone on this drive.
They will throw the X spot route. It is caught, and that is good for 7.
Yeah, I like the choice of going with the hurry up here. You need to conserve this clock.
In the backfield, they will throw the spot route again, caught underneath and out of bounds with 4:26 to go. They have managed the time well.
Yeah, you said it. They've done a very good job keeping themselves moving. The hurry up offense was a really good call, kind of catch San Diego off guard and conserve that clock as much as you can. And now getting out of bounds, they get a chance to reset their look here, go with something else.
Twins to the top of the screen. San Diego going to play some man coverage up there. 3 linebackers still in the game as well. Moses in the backfield. Jackson looking to sling it. Fires on the out route. Oh, it almost picked off. And San Diego fans around the world would have erupted had that one been taken away.
There could have been an earthquake coming out of San Diego if that interception had been caught, because that would have been taken all the way to the house. There was no one on offense that would have caught him, and that could have been the dagger. But now Arizona, they need to reset, get another play, try to find the end zone.
2 in the backfield. It's Moses, the fullback. They will toss it to him out of the backfield. Good block on the edge. Moses keeps fighting, can't get there. 3rd and goal, and they're going to hurry it up.
Yeah, great tackle there on the outside. They need to keep the ball moving, though.
In the backfield again. Jackson to throw once more. Pressure coming, and she's dropped in the backfield. Dropped down to the 8.
And this is disaster for Arizona. They did not want to come out on this drive. They did not want to have to go for a field goal. This is a very tough spot. Yeah, keep the offense out there. You got to get a touchdown.
It's all or nothing here on 4th and goal from the San Diego 8. Play action for Ashley Jackson. Pressure in her face. She's buried! San Diego with a sack. They take over on downs. It's a huge late blitz coming off the outside, and it's David McCampbell.
an excellent play call from San Diego. The defensive line steps up in such a huge way. They've been doing a great job today of getting to the quarterback, getting these stops in the backfield, and now they get 2 sacks in a row to end this drive, get this ball with a 2-score lead. They have 15 points. They are 15 points ahead. They could end this game right here.
Trying to hang on. The Mavericks need a couple first downs. Give here, and that's a good start as well. Scoops up 5 and keeps that clock rolling.
How about this defense from San Diego? I mean, they really have controlled Arizona from start to finish. They had the hiccup on the last drive where they allowed a touchdown, but before that, it was a field goal on the opening drive, and a safety was not even the defensive fault. So the defense for San Diego has been instrumental in this win today.
Second and 5, and they're going to let the play clock run down as much as possible here. They give here. Wells off the left side. First down and more.
And Arizona, their only hope in this game is to maybe stop San Diego here. Maybe you can get an interception, a turnover of some kind, find your way to the end zone, and then you have to get an onside kick. You have to get the ball back. You have to find the end zone again. You have to get a 2-point conversion. There's a lot that Arizona have to do to come back in this game. In San Diego, all they need to do is get maybe another first down, and they can end this game.
Just outside of the 2-minute warning, they will have to snap this football, so Arizona does have the timeouts to get the ball back at least once. 4-3 look here out of the Scorpions. 3 in the backfield. Here is the give right up the middle, and Wells will get a yard.
Yeah, good stop there for Arizona. Alec Constantine getting a good tackle, and he's had a really good game today getting to the quarterback.
That will take us to the 2-minute warning. The San Diego Mavericks trying to hang on for the victory. Arizona trying to get a defensive stop. Maybe a turnover is necessary at this point, Ryan.
Yeah, I think a turnover is exactly what they would need. I mean, that is the quickest way. Get that ball back, get some good field position.
3 in the backfield, 2 blockers in front of Wells. They give it to Wells, and he is dropped, and there is a timeout from the Scorpions.
Scorpions showing a bit of life here on defense. Constantine getting yet another stop there of the run. And Arizona calling a timeout as they should. If they can get a stop here, they'll have decent field position to get back down to the end zone, but it's going to take a miracle for them to win this game.
3rd and 9, 3 receivers wide. San Diego might throw to try and move the chains. No, they will just run it with Wells, and they will take Arizona's second timeout. 4th down, they will punt, and the Scorpions will have 1 timeout in 1:54 to try and score 16 points.
Yeah, smart play there by San Diego, not opting to throw it. It does feel bad to give the ball over a little bit, but, you know, if you throw that ball, you risk an interception, and that would be killer for your game right now.
Only need 15 to tie it up, so they could kick a extra point after a score, but the key is they got to get in the end zone twice. They'll let them figure out how to do that. Return here only out to the 32, and Ashley Jackson will bring the offense back out.
And Ashley Jackson needs to step up in a very big way on this drive. Find the end zone, find your receivers. She's not quite been able to find the production that she would like on the field here today.
This season, she has thrown 8 touchdowns to 6 interceptions coming into the game, has 1 of each today. 5 receivers wide. Jackson going to take a deep shot on the corner route. Caught down the left-hand side. 20, 15, 10. We'll see you later. Touchdown, Arizona. And just like that, Ryan, they're back in it.
I said they need a miracle, and this is the start of the miracle for Arizona. 1 play, they find the hands, they find the end zone, and they need to get an extra point, maybe even go for the 2-point conversion here. I think they go for the extra point, and you got to go for that onside kick, and that is where this game is going to be decided, or it could be decided.
One play, 69 yards, and a huge touchdown for the Scorpions to put them right within striking distance. And the crowd sits in shock. They thought that the San Diego Mavericks had this game in hand, and Arizona is just able to strike right away. Now a minute 37, they have one timeout, but it may all come down to this, the onside kick.
Yeah, this is going to be the decider right here, I believe, for this game. I mean, Arizona, they just showed they can score in seconds. They can turn it on when they need to, and San Diego needs to recover this onside.
Kicker is out. Cliff Allen will put the boot to it. It's a high bouncer, and it's collected by the Mavericks, falling backwards to make the grab. And the question will just be, can they run the clock out?
And this is going to be tough for San Diego here. I mean, you need to get a first down. A first down here would probably win this game. You're going to get that timeout from Arizona, and then you need to keep running the ball. And they could just go for a kneel down here.
Interesting choice. They don't have a star kicker. They will take a knee. Arizona will use their final timeout, and I might be doing the math wrong here, Ryan, but I think they're going to have to punt it if they continue to take knees.
Yeah, if it's 25 seconds here on this clock, you got another 25, then Arizona should have about 40 seconds or so get this ball back should San Diego continue to kneel it. I think they should run the ball, try to get this first down, and then this game's over, no matter what.
They're going to kneel on 2nd and 12. They do so. This will take them under a minute left to play, and then if they kneel one more time, there may be about 10, 11 seconds left.
Yeah, they could take quite a bit of time off with the kneel downs, and especially with Arizona having no timeouts, there's nothing they can do to stop this. I think San Diego, they've seen the performance that their defense has had today, and they've been able to shut down Arizona. If you don't look at that last play we saw, Arizona hasn't really had the best game offensively, and San Diego just has that trust in their defense. They know that they can get it done.
Vasquez kneels down. There will be about a 14-second differential, and Ashley Jackson just needed one play on the last drive to throw a touchdown. Will Arizona be able to replicate something like that in the way of a big play to walk off with a victory?
You know, I think it's definitely possible. I mean, I didn't think it was possible maybe before that last drive, but I just saw Ashley Jackson shut my mouth, shut all the San Diego Mavericks' mouth, and she could do it again.
Domian on to punt this away. 6 foot 215, going to put the boot to it, try and pin Arizona as deep as possible. Takes the play clock down to 2 and kicks this one away. This one is not going to be returned. It's going to bounce inside the 4 to the 3 to the 2, and Ashley Jackson will have to send it 98 yards.
Wow. I mean, I think that could be a bit of a mistake by the return man. I think you have to return that every single time. Getting the ball at the 25 is a lot. It's better, but it's less likely with the way that kick was going, and they got pinned super deep. This is going to be very tough with only 7 seconds to go.
Nickel look, split receivers here, 2 in the backfield for Ashley Jackson. She throws the short underneath route, caught and out of bounds, 5-yard pickup. They are trying to get themselves into more manageable field position before taking the deep shot.
Yeah, that's all you could do really at that situation. You have 7 seconds left. You have time for 2 plays if the first one's really quick. That's exactly what they do. They get a quick 5 yards, and now here's the chance. If they go back to that exact same play they just ran on the last drive, got that touchdown, they could do it again.
4 seconds. This could be the last play of the game. Jackson looking to throw, caught underneath, turning upfield, and stays in bounds. And the San Diego Mavericks have their first win in franchise history as they soar high over the Arizona Scorpions at home.
In dominating fashion, the yards look almost the exact same in terms of statistics. Time of possession goes to San Diego a little bit, but it was really the San Diego defense here today that stepped up in such a huge way. They got some insane stops on Arizona when they needed it most, and their offense performed amazingly. Javier Vasquez had the best game of his of his career here with San Diego so far, playing out of his mind, making every throw when he needed to, and this was a full team effort. Everyone from San Diego chipped in. Jalen Wells had some great plays. Vasquez had some great plays. Even Liam Hammer had some fantastic plays. I can only think about the tip that he caught on the sideline, followed it up with a huge touchdown on that same drive, or it was the drive later, I believe. And San Diego really deserved this win today. They came out of the gate swinging so hard. They wanted to win. You knew they had that drive in them from the get-go, and they're able to shut down Arizona and stun them at home.
For Optimus Klein, the owner of this team, it's got to feel great, along with all of their staff, Connor Weston, Zach Holdorf, Liam Hammer, Tom Welsh, as well as Stephon Forge and Jalen Wells. Wells, the player of the game, plenty of touches, 2 scores, 1 via the air, 1 via the ground. And the San Diego Mavericks here in Week 5 pick up the victory for Ryan Caudill, Rochelle Colston, Tom Rahman, Cameron Irvine. I'm Andy Hamilton. We want to thank you for tuning in. Have a great night, and congratulations to San Diego.